Do you really want to know how much time you have left? Once you pass 70, every year feels more valuable. The truth is, your body is already giving you signals about how long you may live. Some people in their 70s still feel strong, sharp, and full of energy, while others start slowing down, struggling with health issues and exhaustion. The difference? It often comes down to a few key signs, small but powerful clues that can give you an idea of what lies ahead. In this video, we'll discuss 7 signs that can indicate how long you may live after turning 70. These are not just guesses or myths. They are based on real patterns that scientists and doctors have observed in people who live long, healthy lives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to watch for in your own body and daily habits. More importantly, you'll learn what steps you can take to increase your chances of living longer and staying healthier. Stay with us until the end. You might be missing small details that could have a huge impact on your future. Once you recognize these signs, you'll have a clear idea of where you stand and what changes you might need to make to add years to your life. Now let's begin. Sign number 1, your walking speed. One of the strongest signs of how long you might live after 70 isn't hidden in your DNA, medical history, or even your diet. It's something much simpler, your walking speed. Studies show that people who maintain a steady, brisk pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who slow down significantly. That's because walking speed is directly linked to overall health, muscle strength, heart function, and even brain health. Think about 2 men, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe walks every morning, keeps a steady pace, and doesn't struggle when crossing the street or climbing stairs. His movements are smooth, balanced, and confident. Frank, on the other hand, used to be active but has slowed down in recent years. He struggles to keep up with others, takes frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. While Joe's pace suggests his body is still working well, Frank's slower speed could be a warning sign that his health is declining. A slow, unsteady walk isn't just about aging. It can signal deeper issues like muscle loss, poor blood flow, or even early brain problems. Your legs are the foundation of your mobility, and when they weaken, your overall strength and resilience suffer. The good news, walking speed is something you can improve. The more you move, the stronger you stay. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making small changes. Take more walks, use light weights, or do simple leg exercises. In the end, how fast you move through life, literally, can tell you a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. So, pay attention to your pace. It might be the easiest way to check in on your longevity. Sign number 2, your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake can reveal more about your future than you think. Research shows that grip strength is one of the clearest signs of overall vitality in older adults. A firm, steady grip suggests strong muscles, good blood flow, and a well-functioning nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or declining grip can be an early sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of health problems. Take Robert, a 78-year-old man who has always taken pride in his firm handshake. He stays active, does light weightlifting, and never struggles to open jars or carry groceries. Then there's Walter, also 78, who has recently noticed that simple tasks, like twisting the cap off a bottle or holding onto a heavy bag, feel harder than they used to. He brushes it off as just aging, but what he doesn't realize is that his weakening grip is a warning sign that he's losing muscle. This loss could make him more likely to fall, get injured, and even have a shorter lifespan. Your hands reflect your overall muscle health. If your grip is getting weaker, chances are so is the rest of your body. And the more strength you lose, the harder it becomes to stay independent, active, and strong. The good news? You can rebuild your grip. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or carrying light weights can help keep your muscles strong. So take a moment to test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than before, or if everyday tasks are becoming harder, don't ignore it, because how well you hold on to things today might just predict how well you hold on to life in the years ahead. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's move forward. Sign number 3, your ability to balance on one leg. Balance isn't something most people think about until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the best indicators of how long you'll live. Studies show that people with poor balance are more likely to experience falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, those who can maintain their balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Imagine two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active. She walks daily, does yoga, and can lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't focused much on her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts tipping over and needs to grab onto something to steady herself. What Nancy doesn't realize is that this loss of balance isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. It suggests her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function may be declining. Good balance relies on strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain. And the best part? Just like walking speed and grip strength, balance can be improved with practice. If you find yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to hold onto walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action. The best part? Balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing light Tai Chi can help you regain stability. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. The more you work on your balance today, the stronger and steadier you'll be in the years ahead. Sign number 4, your sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night says a lot about how long you might live. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. Studies show that people over 70 who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives, while those who struggle with poor sleep have a higher risk of memory loss, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Think about two men, Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a steady bedtime, sleeps around 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Bill, on the other hand, has restless nights, tossing and turning, waking up multiple times and sometimes struggling to fall asleep at all. Over time, Henry's body continues to function well, his mind stays sharp, and his energy remains steady. But Bill starts experiencing brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his declining sleep quality. If you wake up often during the night, have trouble staying asleep, or feel exhausted even after several hours in bed, don't brush it off. Your body's telling you something. Poor sleep can be linked to many things, including stress, an unhealthy diet, lack of physical activity, or even undiagnosed health conditions like sleep apnea. The good news? Sleep quality can be improved. Simple changes like reducing screen time before bed, sticking to a routine, getting natural sunlight in the morning, or avoiding heavy meals at night can make a big difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about keeping your body and mind working at their best. So tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up tired, struggle to stay asleep, or feel like your sleep has changed in recent years, it's time to make adjustments. How well you rest today might just determine how strong and healthy you stay in the years ahead. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign number 5, your appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after 70 is one of the strongest indicators of how long you might live. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet keep your body strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal underlying health problems and even speed up aging. Consider two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh whole foods, and maintains a steady weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals and feels energized throughout the day. Susan, however, has noticed that she isn't as hungry as she used to be. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What she doesn't realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a small change. It's a warning sign that her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly. This could weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to health concerns such as digestive problems, hormonal changes, or even early signs of cognitive decline. And when you're not eating enough, your body starts breaking down muscle, leading to weakness, frailty, and a higher risk of falls and illness. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, whether it's feeling full too quickly, a lack of interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full, it's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, stay hydrated, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. It could be your body's way of telling you something needs attention. So ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a decline in your appetite and energy levels? The way you eat today directly impacts how strong and independent you'll be in the years ahead. Sign number 6, your ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 can tell you a lot about how long you'll live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even speeds up aging. On the other hand, people who manage stress well tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges just like everyone else: unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues, but he has learned to handle them with a calm and steady approach. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, however, holds on to stress. He constantly worries about things outside of his control, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress wears on his body, his blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels drop. Long-term stress triggers inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you often feel tense, irritated, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to handle stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges come up, do you adjust and move forward, or do you hold on to worry and let stress take over? Your ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mind. It plays a huge role in how long and how well you live. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so and turning on the bell icon so you never miss a video. Your support helps us keep creating great content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign number 7, your social connections. The strength of your relationships is one of the clearest signs of how long you might live after 70. Studies have consistently shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. On the other hand, loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, memory loss, and even early death. Think about 2 women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She keeps in touch with old friends, joins a local book club, and enjoys spending time with family. She looks forward to conversations, laughs often, and feels connected to those around her. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. She has lost touch with many friends over the years, and though she has family, she rarely reaches out. As the months go by, she starts feeling isolated. Her mood drops, and her health begins to suffer. Human connection is more than just emotional support. It directly affects physical health. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals that boost your overall well-being. If you've been avoiding social activities, ignoring phone calls, or spending more time alone than usual, it's time for a change. Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be around people all the time. Even small efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group that shares your interests, or having more meaningful conversations, can make a big difference. The relationships you build today don't just bring happiness. They help you stay healthier and live longer in the years ahead. Final thoughts. Now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to think about where you stand. Are you moving through life with confidence and strength? Or have you noticed small changes that might be warning signs? The good news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone, and the choices you make today can have a powerful effect on how many years you have ahead. If you've realized there are areas where you need to improve, don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to change. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, get good sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to reduce stress. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Because in the end, longevity isn't just about the number of years you have left, but the quality of life you enjoy in those years. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue making great content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.